habits. You need to break yourself up if you want to speculate. Let's get right back to
Now, if we take a look
ineffective
at, like I
speculators.
said, his name
Other thing they do, they buy cheap stuff. I'm back,
Why is that?
and I got 5 more bad habits. You need to break yourself up if you want to speculate like a pro. Let's get right back to ineffective speculators. Other thing they do, they buy cheap stocks because they assume every
cliche is that if you don't
natural
learn
gas,
how,
those are not
you're
specific, right?
bound
You're not
to
just saying
repeat it.
those are
Let
natural
me
resources.
take you back
So
a
with
little
everybody,
bit.
and you now have the Bank of
Essentially
Japan,
between
England, America,
1914
Chinese
and
apparently
1920, we had
loosening up
bank
everybody
deposits
is
doubled
now
the size.
loosening the
So
money
we had
supply, printing money.
Hi, I'm Max Kaiser. This is the Kaiser Report.
We also had a relatively low discount interest rate where banks borrowed from the federal government. It was a lot more important back in the
Shortages of nearly all commodities developing and I'm going to make money in the commodities. If the economy does get better, print a lot more money, place to be, and we'll have
I was just saying, I told you this has been happening for weeks. All we do is search stuff online. And we use several different search engines, but start page stuff just proxies. And if someone in the world is watching us, right, we hope they do because it's watching us, learning that they're being poisoned by clear searches, documents saying they're killing us. Of course they can't have me on air dominating. And I'm dominating all of the web now. We're being censored everywhere.
Everything in the world
I have confirmed that people are
maybe the US dollar will go up initially, but probably everything would be hit in the shock that made it worse. So I own gold. I'm not selling my gold.
The crash of Lehman Brothers. It was a discussion on my side of the former chancellor.
What the Fed is doing is simply guaranteeing that
most people don't understand
the 0% interest rates prevent.
And perhaps you know Venus Project, you know the Free Gold Charter organization, you know perhaps the books and the stories of Gene Roddenberry, Star Trek, where we live in a world without money. I can tell you it is possible. But the problem we are facing is how can we get there? And all that we have to know is it happens in our minds. We have to push the right switches and then we will find the path.
Okay guys, hello to another FM Signals Info Show video edition. My name is still Damir from good old Germany and you're welcome to another, yes, I would say technical analysis and synthesis for the next 48 hours, but I've got a new idea, so I will create it on every Friday. A new stuff. I want to give you a review about our trading capabilities of this week, of this 4 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday of course. And I want to give you on Friday always another technical analysis synthesis about one currency, future, index, etc, etc. So yes, analyze the stuff still again, it's still yours. Okay, here we are, let's go. Here we go. It's Friday, the 24th March 2012, 1832 Central European Time, or for example 13:30:43 right here right now, New York, or even 70:33 in London. And I'm choosing the pound continuous future on the Globex, and here it is. So I want to give you every Friday a technical analysis, a little bit longer view about the one currency tonight or today, whenever you're watching this video, even about the pound, and a review about the trading capabilities of this week. So here we are at my FM Signals YouTube account. Thanks for subscribers. Thanks to all subscribers and watchers. Yes, thank you. And here we are. So I'm using this feed. Yes, this feed channel here, and I will every Friday post up all videos of this week and even post a short. Okay, here we are. Here we are with the pound continuous future Globex. Yes, on daily basis. Here it's 80.36 still on Friday evening. And yeah, we see here the upside trend, downside trend, sideways trend if you want. And the question is, of course, how it will go. Before we starting, perhaps let's get a view about the actuality fundamental data here. And we saw this week's here shortly review. Here the consumer prices rose a little bit higher than expected, retail prices also. So we see also in the Canadian data, so the prices are rising. So even in the consumer prices and in the wholesale prices also in Canada, for example, as I created, but the retail sales here also. An interesting fact or phenomenon, call it like you want, are falling. So it seems like pressure on the side, inflation of the and pressure for the consumer side, even higher prices. So it's the last pain of the crisis efforts in from the yes. I hope you could follow this conclusion. So we see here pressure on the price, and here example for sales also lower than expected. Here momentum theme here in this month. It's an interesting fact or interesting phenomenon in the economy. So even yes, lower producer prices and higher consumer prices. Yeah, bad scenario for the economy. Bad. So okay, but perhaps yes. However, analyze the stuff again. It's still yours. Here, the last week ahead. Also, what I want to say is only here the prices or the from the economic data here are disappointed. More reds than greens. Okay, guys. Here we go with the technical analysis synthesis. So yes, here we are. Here we see what we see is here we've got the first big upside trend. Then we've got here the downside trend. While 2007 started, but in 8 it was. So middle from August, if I'm not wrong, yes, August to even December, January, very sharp. And here the third one, here we are, right here right now, since 2009-10, here in a sideways trend. So if you want to play the big picture here on the even pound continuous future at the Globex, here we are in this sideways trend. So okay, but I want to give you, of course, in more detail, want to break it more down and technical analysis synthesis. And by the way, the first is here the time frame here on the Fibonacci line 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so long, and we are here right now at 1. So sometimes very useful, sometimes not. Here the last two, here was the end of the upside trend, here was the end of the downside trend, sideways trend, and perhaps we will start here again in another trend. So perhaps one signal, but I've got a lot of more, of course. Come on. Here we've got the Fibonacci lines on the price level, yes, of the price side. That was the time side, here the price side. And here we are at the 23.6, 38.2, and interesting is the fact even that we that the price line even about 38.2 is here at it's roundabout at 1.65 was even, yes, a great sell opportunity on a long-term view. Here we see 2009 shortly, but then very good, and here also shortly, and then once again very good here. But here it seems that we find something like a, and on the for the bears and for the bulls here, of course, also here for the bulls was a buy area. So we are here in this box, if you want. So, and if we are putting this together, here we see it, yes, and here we've got the box. So in the last 2 years, if you want, middle of 2010 and at the start of so we've got here in the pound something like a consolidation in the last 2 years, or 1 3 quarters, yes, in the last year. So very interesting fact. And the question is, of course, yes, how it will, yeah, what means for the future, of course. Should we buy or sell? Even as I said, I tried to tell you the economic side, it's pressure in the economic. So even price pressure, lower prices in the production area, wholesale area, etc., and higher prices in the consumer area. So it seems like another squeeze out in the society, and yeah, that's the name of the game, perhaps the worst name of the game in the future in the euro or in the northwest. However, it's policy. Let's break it down in technical analysis. And here I'm painting 2 lines inside. Here the downside trend and the upside trend. And interesting is that we broke both at the start of the year. So at the start of the year, we're creating here something like a button here. So, and here we see, here's the upside trend, the low is 2009, the low is 2010, even the low is 2011, 11 holds, and at start of 2012 also. So from this perspective, it looks bullish in my opinion, very bullish. So, but from the economic side, still pressure, and we will see what will happen. So we've got how do you say in English, divergence? Yes, from the economic side, I would say I would be more bearish, and on the technical view here in the pound, I would be proudly bullish. Yes, but from case to case, from crossfade to crossfade, this crossfade is inclusive. It's only a continuous future of the Globex. So analyze this stuff again, it's still yours. Okay, but let's go break it more down. So, okay, and interesting is here the first fact, the first bull I'm created here, the recovery 2009, and here the second bull, come on, here, yes, the second bull 2010. So even under the 33.6 Fibo line. So interesting fact. Then from the bear side, here we've got the highs, even as I said, about 38.2 here, and the second bear, of course, here 2011, also around about 1.64. So, and the most interesting fact, in my opinion, are this area. So the last, if you want, since summer last year, summer 2011. So here, That's the most interesting fact. Here, by the way, I'm choosing the moving average, 200 days, and we see we've got the sell-off, then the pullback, even round about the 200 area, then also the sell-off, bearish trend in the pound, even to this upside trend, and now we are at the same stuff again, round about the 200 area. So very interesting fact, very pretty chart. So, and yes, very interesting to trade, even for the next days, weeks, or this year 2012. So, okay. The most interesting fact, or the actualis scenario, in my opinion, are, no, come on, guy. Yes. The most. So now I'm delete the Fibo lines because it's too much. Sometimes if we I like to paint so much as I can in the picture, but sometimes it's, how to say in English, overpainted, over technical, overloaded, and yes, so I delete here the Fibo lines. However, so interesting is this scenario, in my opinion. So this scenario, so, and the highs here, the highs of 2009, the highs of 2010 and 2011, and the highs were also, after math of course, in the last 2-3 years a bear area. So that's perhaps an interesting fact. So if we wanna see higher prices or a higher pound, we've got here three massive or two massive or three massive beers. So okay, I don't paint here a beer inside anymore. Oh yes, here it is. And by the way, on the bull side, we see also 2009, 2010, 11, and we see we are much higher than. They are more. Yeah, much higher here. 1.35, of course, 1.32, and 1.52. So here. The bulls are much more stronger, but this is in high. It's in high. Yeah, it's in high area. So, and it will be interesting if will we have. The question is, of course, will we have the pressure, the power, even to go higher in the continuous future at the Globex? And yes, and I'm thinking here, if we don't got to put the economic data in the context, yes, that's why why I said it before, is even I'm thinking it's even of the economic fact. So if we got better economic data, better prices, better consumer prices, and better incomes, and if we've got a sunrise, yes, to put it down in a simple analogy, if we got a sunrise in the economy, then we will of course see a higher pound, and if not, it's the name of the game. I don't know what the market or the market participants will choose, yes, or will choose. However, put this one, so to come to a point or to an end or to a synthesis, what to do, I would still make my eye here on this, on the last year, even as I said here before, from the summer. So in summer last year we tried to break above the highs of 2010. We created new highs in, when it was at 5th May, 5/5/11, make new highs, and then we've got lower prices. We tried also here in August once again, but we didn't realize it, and we fall back. So we are here in something like a W formation. So very interesting fact, very interesting technical situation here. Here we see. So, and I also painted here inside. this W. So, and usually this W is not over. So here we see double and U, it's not over, and we are here fighting around about the 200 line. So if we break this, or we've got the possibility is big in my opinion here, that we break this and see here higher prices perhaps to the highs of 2010. And these are also around about 158, so 3-4-5% in the pound. But I don't got an overview about the another cross rates even for the cable and euro and chief yen, etc., etc. And so analyze the stuff from case to case again. But here in the future, it looks technically wide open. And the question is, of course, will we create from technical view here this W, break this 200 lines and go higher, perhaps to the highs of last year, and then we will see what will happen perhaps